ho ho! Merry Christmas, crazies! It's me, the CrazyNoc. Crazies, I thought we would go over a lot of controversy stuff, you know, drama, the elusive skins, and other news. So stick around, and it wouldn't be Christmas without a little bit of drama, right? So I don't know, I wanted to go over some of the stuff. First of all, I wanted to go over the elusive skins. Obviously, the event before this had 3 skins, and now they added 2 more. Elusive, and the people are upset at the original elusive skins, and a lot of people are arguing, oh, do you really, you're getting one for free, do you really expect all of them to be free? Well, and then they came out with the elusive saying that, hey guys, elusive doesn't mean it's gone forever, it'll come back, and stuff like that. And it's a lot of back and forth, controversial. That's what the word means, controversial. But in my opinion, yes, personally, I think it's a little scummy what they're doing. First of all, I want to address, oh, it's not actually a FOMO because you'll get it back. I think that's the even more worse kind of FOMO, because one, it tells you you don't know when you're going to bring it back. So yes, it's going to have FOMO, like, oh dude, I need to get this skin because I don't know when it's going to come back. Like, when is this Batman skin going to come back? Is the game going to die? Is it going to be a year? Is it going to be 2 years? Is it going to be a month? Still gives that FOMO feeling. And then what that does is when they do bring it back, it's like, holy shit, they brought this Superman skin back. Like, dude, that wasn't available for like a year now. Like, and then people are gonna be like, oh shit, dude, I need to get that skin. Like, it allows them to have another FOMO, like indefinite FOMO feeling every time they bring it back, because you don't know when they're gonna bring it back. So I don't want to hear any arguments saying, oh, it's not FOMO because it's gonna come back. Like, that's just this. It's just I disagree. I disagree, Jeff. Okay, and that's your point of view, isn't it? Actually, I don't know if that's its point of view. I'm sorry. I slapped him. It's a holiday spirit. It was a love tap. Second of all, every elusive skin they add should be earnable, should be free. Now hear me out. Now, do I think these higher quality, more effort skins should be free to earn? No. I think they should make some of these paid for and have them in the store indefinitely. What I mean by elusive and earning it, for example, they're actually having an elusive Rogue Rifts event to where you actually have to beat Looney mode and you have a chance to get the elusive Jason skin. I love this. I do love this, because it's not going to be like, oh, hey, log in before 1 week, otherwise you don't get it. It's more like you earn it. It's going to be there for quite a long time, for like almost a month or something like that. So it gives you plenty of time to beat it. The only thing I don't like is that it's forcing you to basically do all the other rifts. With like Looney mode, I can't even do Insanity in Looney mode because my power is 4,500. I have to go back and do everything else. That's the only part I don't like, but that's besides the point. Elusive skins should be earnable and free. Now, you might think to yourself, elusive needs to be different voice lines, different effects, different colors, like all different everything. Like, no, that doesn't need to be the case. An elusive skin could be a badge, a banner, a basic skin, or a Santa hat item that goes on every character, like things like that. And you earn it by playing the game or doing a difficult challenge, etc. Everything should be earnable, so that way it incentivizes the players and rewards the loyal players to their game for playing their game. If someone comes down the line, maybe season 7 or 8, and then they're able to get certain elusive rewards later, that doesn't feel good for the player who got it early, right? That's why I think elusive skins should specifically not be very high quality, because then the people new coming like, oh crap, I missed out on that and I'll never get this freaking badass skin. That's why I think the elusive skins and elusive cosmetics should be more simple, so that way it doesn't feel shitty for missing out on it, but it also rewards the loyal people for playing their game, and it feels really good. That's how I feel about it. Because obviously the elusive skins sold well, they did well, so why wouldn't they add more elusive skins, which is 2 more, because it did so well. Like, you know someone, at least someone out there has bought all of it. Well, 120 because you get one for free. You get what I'm saying. Obviously they made money from it. It's a little scummy. Just another person's opinion on the elusive skins. Are people really so entitled that they believe they should earn all the elusive skins without paying? Guess y'all want it to be broke first games. You know, I can see the point being made there, but I already made my point as well. Not wanting all those skins to be for free, but I do want elusive skins to be free, just not high quality like that. I do believe those should be paid for skins, just not with the FOMO of elusive. You're not going to be able to get everything. It's not like we paid 60 to 70 bucks. It's a free game. Like, come on now. Yes, and will forever hate the argument of like, come on, it's free. You don't have to pay anything to play the game. Like, give me a goddamn break. There's a reason that they are going free to play. Why do you think Riot Games made Valorant free to play? Because they made more than they ever could dream of if they just made it a $60 game. you're gonna be giving them FOMO. You're gonna want the skins. It's just human nature to want that. And this person thinks they should be able to be paid for post-event, which I also agree with. I think they should not be elusive skins for high quality skins like that. Elusive skins should be lower quality. Some can be higher if you have like a challenge to earn it. But then like that's the whole point of elusive. It sucks, but they will come back. Like that's just such a stupid argument to make. It's like, oh yeah, it really sucks, but that's the whole point of the elusive. It comes back. Like what? You literally just said it sucks, but they'll come back. True, but they honestly do a weekly random elusive skin in the shop. I don't like this idea. This would help people less mad who missed the elusive and can still get it whenever the skin gets chosen randomly. I don't like that either. I think they should have a schedule on when they should have elusive items, maybe a couple per season, and everyone knows that's a season thing. Like, hey, if you log in during the season, you get these elusive skins. And then they have one challenge every season for people to do, stuff like that. But without going any more into detail, that's basically what I feel elusive skins and how they should be in the game. Next up, in other news, we're going to go over some tweets. Apparently, via the Steam page of Multiversus, please note voiceover/audio lines for content released on or after January 21st, 2025 will be available in English only. Additionally, new voiceover/audio lines for existing characters interacting with new characters released on or after January will be available in English only. All other supported languages will be available via subtitles. What does this mean? Obviously, the first thing that everyone thinks probably is that, hey, they're downsizing. They're losing money. They're not making enough money. Warner Brothers just tell them to cut people. They don't have enough money to hire new people for the voice lines. Because that tells me that they have a lot of characters planned, but they're like, dude, we can't. And I wouldn't doubt that they would add it down the line if the game became more successful, but that's the only thing that you can think of is that they're running out of money. They need to save money. Holy shit, is this game going to die because of it? What does this mean for Multiversus? And that's what we're all wondering. Let me know down below what you guys think it means. Maybe some of you have more experience with other games doing this, and I don't know the future of their games and what happened after. I mean, it can't mean a good thing, because there's people, so people in Brazil really enjoy the voice lines and stuff. That's what they look forward to. I wasn't even aware that they were doing that many voice lines in different languages and countries and stuff. So obviously a really bad sign, or not a great sign, that if the game continues to go down as it is, if you go look at the community hub, you can see that 768 are in the game. I know it's the holidays and stuff, but I've checked in every now and again. It's probably like between 700 and 1500 players, give or take, which isn't insanely bad, but is not great, obviously. And it seems to be lowering over time, so I don't know what they need to be doing. I don't have much more to say on this. To me, personally, it makes it seem like it's not good, that it's going in a downhill direction. The first stepping stone in that downhill direction. Wow, I literally am just seeing this for now the first time, but holy shit, this guy made a Superman background picture, and I have to save that immediately. Whoa, that looks sick. Holy crap. Download it to the desktop. And also going back in time just a little bit, not that far. Multiversus said Season 4, including the mid-season Battle Pass and Ranked Mode season, will be extended by 2 weeks to February 4th. Another half a month is a better way to look at it. And that is worrying as well, alongside the cuts of the multilingual voiceovers are being cut as well. So like, is this because they're behind? Is this because they're, delayed? Or is this intentional? Are they adding more stuff? Does this mean they're going to add more stuff? To me, it's obvious that they're kind of struggling. They don't know what's going on. Because that's the vibes I get from the Multiversus dev team. There's like I always say, like, wow, these devs are trash. These devs deserve praise and time. These garbage. And I may say stuff, but usually I'm talking about the people, the leadership and making the decisions. Like, who is in charge? Who is taking this team and just suffocating them with a plastic bag, Like, who is fucking everything up? Who's the guy in the background? Who's the puppet pulling the strings? Who's the freaking guy putting obstacles in the cogwheel for people to function? Because right now what I get is that they don't listen to feedback. They don't look at things, maybe some things here and there, but they are not collectively putting an effort with the marketing, the community, etc. Even they released season 4.5 boom, like the day before, they're like, hey guys, patch will be tomorrow, 4.5. And then people are like, oh, is there going to be Into the Verse? Oh, I didn't say that. Like, of course, people were going to assume there's not going to be Into the Verse. So it's just so chaotic, so confusing for player. Because me as a player, I'm going, I don't know what the fuck they're doing. So let me know what your guys' thoughts on this as well. And then there's a post which Multiversus has now deleted where they were playing the, oh, Charlie, come to the Candy Kingdom, Charlie, Charlie, go to the Candy Mountain, Charlie. Like that one old video, they used that guy's voice without permission. That got like 60,000 likes as well. I can't find it now. I thought I favorited it, but I guess I didn't. And even Eurogamer tweeted about it too. That was a whole drama as well. And it's just like, because the creator was going on about saying Warner Brothers is like billions of dollar company, and then they didn't even ask permission, let alone like create their own stuff, you know? So that isn't good. Because Ajax even commented, Candy Mountain, Charlie, but the post is unavailable, so they definitely deleted it. So that is some drama as well. And then crazies, we have one more thing to go over here. And that's drama from Flash, Multiversus. We listen and we don't judge, so Multiversus edition. Be brutal with these opinions. The game will survive. The community needs to stop fear-mongering. That's just your opinion. Listen, on either side you're on, if you're hating the game, you want it to die, it's a piece of shit, fuck the devs, yada yada yada, versus, oh, there's nothing wrong with the game, I love the game, they're doing amazing work, there's nothing, oh, it's just so perfect. Like, on either side, you're just both wrong. Same with politics. I don't want to bring politics into it, but it's just a good example of the far right, holy shit, batshit crazy. The far left, holy batshit crazy. So, you know, you got to get more people who are willing to have a conversation, who are willing to discuss these things. It wasn't the monetized structure or the need for gameplay changes that killed this game. This was so severely mismanaged from marketing and advertising perspective. The game never had enough eyes on it to break past the red, despite it getting better with each season. So I think season 4 is kind of the worst, to be honest. So yeah, I agree with the marketing and advertising. It wasn't very good. The McDonald's thing was like whack, and the ice skating, the hockey was ridiculous as well. It just didn't reach the right people and the right time. The fact that the game changed this much from beta to relaunch should be illegal, and every purchase should be refunded. I do think we should get refunds, because there are still items to this day that I haven't gotten back. Like my one-arm push-up for Superman, like that is just gone. I would have to go email someplace to have it returned to me, which is just a little horseshit. Bring back beta UI. Okay, the UI, I don't really have a huge problem with. The only thing I do is bring back the cursor. Bring back the cursor to move around. Gameplay is fine. Disagree. But the Battle Pass and a lot of shit outside the gameplay is ass. I mean, yeah, the Battle Pass is the only content, really. That's why you got the ranked and stuff. But I think the gameplay is one of the key reasons it's failing and dying, actually. So I disagree with that. The game does not need any speed changes. Beta is overrated. You're overrated, Isaiah, you freaking dingleberry. Who has an I in the middle of Isaiah? You're doofy. The devs need to stop listening to some of the players. What do you mean? They're literally, that's exactly what they're doing, is not listening to players, leaving Wonder Woman unchanged, releasing characters with broken infinites, etc. They're literally doing that, and they're not doing good. I don't know what that means, man. The game will survive for a cool 2 more years, that is, unless PFG keeps making good decisions. They haven't made good decisions. That's the problem and why it's dying. The game will never be back on its feet again, and it's just a matter of time until it eventually gets shut down. That's how a lot of people are feeling, and that's the vibes they were putting off. I don't think people should be putting those vibes down, but as a lot of us beta players, it makes me sad that this is the case, you know? It's hard to not feel that way, so I understand where he's coming from, but I don't try to go out of my way. It's a tweet and be like, oh, well, this game's going to shut down, garbage. I think they should stop balancing the game around 2v2, in my opinion. If the game feels good in a 1v1, it'll feel amazing in 2v2. I can maybe see that point, but I can't really input on that because I don't know games very well. I do think it's unbalanced in both modes. Yeah, there we go. The game would actually be a lot better if the devs actually listened to players that say that their character doesn't need buffs. And the characters who we've been saying to nerf the whole time, which is Wonder Woman. This game's community is one of the worst, if not the worst platform fighting game community at its current space and time. Well, why do you have to ask yourself why? Do you think that's how it was when the game released? No, of course not. Everyone was excited because people have been waiting over a year for it to come back after the beta. Slowly over time, they don't listen. They add stuff that we don't want. They add the same bullshit. They actually reduce the amount of content from the beta, which is just delusional. The rifts are really bad. Why only the harder difficulty give the points for the mini event pass? I agree that the rifts are bad. I'm not going to go into detail, but I think the rogue rift thing I'm excited for. There's a lot of people just saying that the game is bad, but there's like a lot of different comments. Maybe pause and read some of these, but it's kind of insane. The game is cooked. It's over. Just like so many. Yeah, there's a lot. There's a few positive ones, but a lot of people are not happy with the direction of Multiversus. And one last comment I want to read. I think this guy is... I don't know where I've seen this guy, but I feel like he's more in the fighting game community. He says the go-to-market strategy, so a detailed plan that helps a business launch, is the worst I've seen for something this scale in a very long time. I agree with that. There are clearly people who understand plat fighters and FG's combat deeply on the team, and those who don't. Those who don't are calling the shots for gameplay. I 100% agree with that. Monetary strategy is pretty dumb because, oh yeah, so like the monetizations and stuff. Because if I don't have retention, I'm not going to spend. 100%, this guy gets it. This guy is getting it. Me spending time in the game is their highest priority. I'm going to spend loads of money, a lot more than I have, if the game is fun, rewarding, replayability, progression, new game modes, good game balance, good community communication, good feedback, listening to players, all that shit. Having virtually no characters off the bat, honestly, if the gameplay was good, this wouldn't matter. I 100% agree with that. If you don't have that many characters, if the game is fun to play, you're not going to complain about like not having characters, because right now characters are the only goddamn thing that are making it interesting. People are like, oh, I can't wait for this character. I can't wait for this character. Do you guys not understand the game will die no matter what? It's like getting a milkshake. Like, oh, I can't wait for my strawberry milkshake. And then you slurp it all down, you gurgle it up. But then guess what? After it's gone, do you expect the game, the cup, the plastic, the straw, the game's foundation to be intact and fun? No. Community is in a horrific place, which probably bothers everyone, including the dev team. Yeah, true. But hey, you reap what you sow. Exactly. Dude, it's like people are complaining about the community, saying it's the community's fault. How about the devs? How about the freaking Warner Brother games? Why don't they take responsibility for how like toxic the community is? If they had people like Void who can help you make better game/community by simply listening, but you elect to go some silly route. I agree with that. There's a lot of good people in the fighting genre who know a thing or two about fighting games, and they would do amazing to be hired by them to have a good direction. Like, there's just no leadership. I think beta needed changes, but essentially pivoting after getting peak visibility for your game into something slow, linear gameplay, missing a ton of content with exponentially weaker gameplay, VFX has got to be a generational fumble. Wow, I'm agreeing with like everything this guy is saying. Yes, the beta needed changes. Player expression was just there way more. It had problems, but that's what we wanted, is to have those problems fixed and addressed, not remake the entire game. And saying that the leads of this game have absolutely gone dark with a team downsizing, I had no idea there was team downsizing. So that makes sense. It was in the dark. CMs silently, I don't know what CMs are, silently removing themselves from social discourse involved in the game, and little is done to usurp, there's no way that's a word, take a position of power important, illegally or by force. And little is done to usurp the bad publicity. So there's little to be done to like replace that bad publicity to actually make a change for the better. Because it's true, the game is fixable, but it probably won't happen because, again, leaders clearly don't have a cohesive vision and simultaneously refuse to emulate successful mechanics, marketing tactics, and overall product strategies, including their own from beta and release. I honestly couldn't have said it much better. Me reading it, I was just saying it better because I'm that much better. I literally like 100% agree with what this guy is saying. And I think he went on to say there's good people at work who have good souls, who have good passion, and it sucks for them. Sucks for those people. And crazies, that is it. I think what really is sticking with me and what's really making it hard to play the game is that you hope that Multiversus will be in a spot that is going to be the pivoting moment to where the game is fantastic. It's all what we wanted. We don't know if that's going to ever happen. We don't know if the leadership is there to even make that possible. Let me know what your craziest thoughts are down below. I'm curious if you guys have the same disappointment, same negativity. I mean, valid negativity, you know, not like hatred, but negative, just personally. But crazies, hope you guys have a great, fantastic holiday season and Merry Christmas to all of you. It really means a lot that you guys support me, and I'll never stop making Multiversus videos. Whatever happens with Multiversus, I'm going to keep making it. But crazies, with that, I say good night and goodbye. Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas, all of you! I love you!